everyone, Callie here. We're checking out the Pokemon Generations trailer. This is a series of shorts set to air on Pokemon's YouTube channel, and they go through all the generations of the games through Generation 6, Kanto to Kalos, and there's so many scenes and Easter eggs and references in this trailer. I just want to break it down one by one, starting from the very beginning. This first scene is like so quick, but I really think this is the giant chasm in Unova that houses Kyurem. And if you've seen that beam of light, there is something there. It's really hard to see, but it is kind of the coloring of Kyurem, so I imagine that's what that is. This next scene, it says every generation is represented through 6. This next scene I had a little trouble with because it's not really a building I recognize, but I do think that from above, this looks like the Kanto Elite Four from Generation 1. On the bottom right there, it looks like Bruno, and then you go to Lorelei with the red hair and what looks like bare arms. Obviously, it's very small and hard to tell. Then that would make this kind of billowing black, whatever, probably Lance's cape with that little bit of reddish being his hair, so probably Lance. And then that would leave on the left Agatha with kind of a purplish dress, her blonde hair, and the white in front being her apron. So that's what I think that is. And obviously this is going through lots of different generations. So Gen 5 with the Giant Chasm, Gen 1 with the Elite Four, and then to Gen 2 here, very, very quick scene of the legendary beasts Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. They are on top of the burned tower in Ecruteak City. In the games Gold, Silver, and Crystal, it was said that the legendary beasts perished in that fire when the building burned down, and Ho-Oh revived them around 150 years prior to the events of Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So this is Generation 2.
Adventures to explore.
Next up, this one's interesting to me because this is Zygarde's complete form, which was revealed for Sun and Moon, to be introduced in Sun and Moon. But the press release and everything about this animated short series says that we're going through Kalos, so through Generation 6. So Zygarde, of course, was present in Generation 6, so maybe it's a little bit of an expansion on that, but this is Zygarde's complete form.
Enemies to challenge.
This is a really short mini thing, but this appears to be Giovanni, as inspired by his Heart Gold and Soul Silver sprite. That's the only sprite where he has this sort of detective from the 30s hat going on.
Heroes to emerge.
Next, of course, Red from the Fire Red and Leaf Green sprite. That's Gen 1 in the Gen 3 remakes. Next, moving up a couple generations, we have, this is most likely Looker, who is a member of the International Police in Gens 5 and 6. And then this raid you see here, I'm not sure. Seems to be an expansion on kind of the lore in Pokemon about police forces, because normally you as your trainer are just doing things yourself. So I think that this champ is connected to Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum Gen 4's police force. They use the Machop family, among other things. And we see in the next second we have an Arcanine. They're kind of doing this raid on this building. Arcanine, Growlithe is used by the officer trainer class in Gen 2 Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So it could be an expansion of the police force's role in subjugating the evil teams. Next up, we have, I'm almost positive this is Terminus Cave from X and Y, that's Generation 6, which was a coal mine. So you have this coal mining cart. The only thing that's a little different is that is Noivern, which is not catchable in Terminus Cave in the games. It's Noibat, which is catchable. So, I mean, it's not that big a stretch or anything, but Terminus Cave is the location of Zygarde. So, a little bit of a connection to that earlier Zygarde scene. A little more from Terminus Cave. This up next is probably my favorite scene in the trailer because of personal nostalgia. This is Red or Shiny Gyarados from Gen 2 Gold, Silver, Crystal, located at the Lake of Rage near Mahogany Town. It's a catchable one time only in the originals, and then in the remakes you have a little bit of a leeway there. But this is, of course, an in-game event tied to the introduction of shiny Pokemon in that generation. And so it's a really important scene, and this scene also features a Dragonite, which may or may not be Lance's Dragonite, which is, of course, the notable Dragonite from that era, because you can go to Kanto in those games. This is Blue, your rival in the champion in Gen 1, based on his Fire Red and Leaf Green sprite. So this is Gen 1 from the Gen 3 remakes again. And you see him here battling with his Blastoise against what appears to be Lance again from his Fire Red and Leaf Green sprite.
Experience the epic world.
Just have kind of a regular Arcanine, and then here we have Claydol versus Heatran in what I believe is Stark Mountain, so that's where Heatran is found in Generation 4. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
New eyes.
So here, this is like a really small scene and someone you might not even remember from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. This is Cheryl running with her signature Chansey. It's sort of a weird animation, weird frame here, but they're running from a Haunter, obviously, and Cheryl was known for using high HP Pokemon. You sort of have to help her out in those games. So she'll make an appearance. Again, we see Blue now challenging Bruno. From the Elite Four. This is Regigigas, which is hard to say, at the Snow Point Temple in Sinnoh, so Gen 4, the first appearance. And then, obviously, the title card, which we can skip past a little bit, to go to the final scene, and this is sort of what the trailer has been building to. This whole point is we're going through the generations, but
So
here we
you're
see
finally here.
Red entering to challenge Blue, who is now the champion. So we got to see Blue kind of ascending through the ranks by battling Bruno and Lance. We saw those battles in the trailer, and then we see Red challenging Blue. So hopefully we get to see a really, really great expansion of the in-game story and in-game lore separate from the anime that you're used to. And I'm really, really excited about this. The first 2 episodes will air on the Pokemon YouTube channel you see here on September 16th, and there are 18 episodes total. Each one's 3 to 5 minutes. So definitely look forward to this. And of course, for all things Pokemon, you're already in the right place. IGN.